Okay, so I've never watched Lockpicking Lawyer, but I did watch the other guy who did the master lock video. Okay, we're gonna watch this one first. I always wanted to learn how to pick locks for non-nefarious reasons, of course. This is Unpickable Locks from Stuff Made Here by Lockpicking Lawyer.
To watch is the culmination of a series of events that started about 6 months ago.
Oh.
That's when Shane, at the excellent YouTube channel Stuff Made Here, posted a video build of an unpickable lock.
Oh.
That video, which I will link below, also challenged me to open it. I obviously accepted because the lock is here, but Shane wanted to improve his design first. And by improve, he seems to have meant completely redesign from the...
Okay, so his friend made an unpickable lock and challenged him to pick it?
Ground up, because what I received was the original lock and a second lock which bore no internal resemblance to the first. And I have to say I had a great time with these because both mechanisms are, to the best of my knowledge, completely original and in my opinion quite good. Fortunately for me though, Shane doesn't have a lot of experience with lock defeat methods, so there were a few minor oversights that I was able to exploit. However, each of the issues I found can be fixed with very little effort, which would result in formidable lock designs. Before we pick these,
How did this guy get into this, I wonder? Is he like a lock-picking lock maker? Or do you think he just like messed around with like lock-picking as a kid and just like decided to like hyper-fixate on it? Oh, is he an actual lawyer? He's a lawyer and a locksmith? Oh, that makes sense. His name is Lockpicking Lawyer. I thought that was just like a funny thing he put in there. Okay.
I will explain what I'm going to do so my actions don't look too cryptic. That will require some reference to the internals. But if you want a detailed look at what's inside, you need to check out the Stuff Made Here YouTube channel, and all the appropriate links are below. The first lock, this one, looks something like this on the inside.
Oh.
When you insert the key, the pins in contact with the key will lift these upper pins that are shown in gold. Those pins then lock into place and rotate until they're in contact with this fin.
I think I'm too stupid for this. This looks hard. I hope you're following this. Luton, you had the same thought as me. Are you following this, Tim? I hope it's making sense. I don't get it.
There are gates in the
This isn't Elder Scrolls.
fin, and only if these upper pins are in the correct position will they pass through. Notably, however, when that test phase occurs, when those upper pins encounter the fins, they are no longer in contact with the key pins. That's what makes this unpickable in theory.
Okay, to be fair, this is all in STEM fashion. Pick the most complicated, hardest thing you can possibly do and do that first. And then do the easier videos. As soon as you got the schematics out, I literally saw your head turn and I was like, she's zoning out. You saw the light leaving my eyes when the blueprints came out.
What I'm going to do is lift all of the upper pins as far as they will go, lock them in place, rotate them until they're in contact with the fin, and then drop them down until they fall into their gates.
Ah, yes.
It usually takes a few attempts for it to work, but the method seems to be reliable.
That makes sense.
The second lock is even more complex than the first.
Oh my god, what
It actually has two cores attached with an internal connecting rod. If we look at the back, we can see the bottom core, the top core, and a connecting rod. The shear line that matters is the one on the upper core, which we can't access to tension. It's behind this area of the lock.
Okay.
By the time that upper core actually turns, the bottom core is offset by about 45 degrees, which means you can't move the pins. That's why this lock is, at least in theory, unpickable. Put differently, when you can access the pins, you can't tension the lock, and when you can tension it, you can't access the pins.
That sounds really difficult. How is he going to do that? I like purple myself. I like purple.
I'm going to try to get around that by inserting a thin piece of metal between the door and the lock housing. Then slide it up until we're over the top of that upper core, and then pull down, which should tension the upper core. Once that happens, I should be able to pick this as I would a normal lock.
Okay.
There are two other potential vulnerabilities. The first arises from a combination of this core rotating 45 degrees in either direction until it seizes up, and the tailpiece being misclocked by about 45 degrees. When we pick, you'll see why that makes a difference, but I think you'll get a chuckle when you see how they interact.
That's so funny.
The second vulnerability is decoding, and we can do that because all of these upper driver pins are the same length. A tool can be fashioned to lift all the pin stacks to the stopping point, fully compressing the springs. That's an indirect way of measuring the key pins, which would allow us to cut a key. I did not create that tool because I had another way to open this, but that's something that used to be common before manufacturers started varying these lengths.
That's how they used to make keys that could open everything, or not open everything, but make open locks. They would measure that's so smart.
Okay, I have been talking for too long. The jig that Shane sent me to pick these in is way too big to fit on my desk, so we are going to mount these up, head down to the garage, and try to open them.
Good old garage lock picking.
Okay, we are down in the garage. Both locks are mounted in this mock door, and the frame is secured to my workbench. We're going to start with the newer of the two locks and discuss a vulnerability.
Oh, he doesn't pick them where he can see the back of it? Oh.
Enabled by the fact that this core will turn about 45 degrees before it seizes. That creates...
Oh, that would be cheating. Oh, yeah, of course. I would never cheat. That makes sense for someone who would never cheat.
It's an issue as the lock interacts with the deadbolt.
Okay.
Now, under normal circumstances, a deadbolt that is fully extended can't be pushed back into the door. However, if we turn this core as far as it will go, it's just enough to disengage the anti-retraction mechanism. That's something we can certainly take advantage of while the door is locked. All we need to do that is something that will turn the core and something pointy like the tip of my pocket knife.
Oh.
So I'm going to turn this as far as it will go, then use the point of the knife to walk the bolt back.
Oh, wow, it worked!
Might as well let them know we're here.
That's so cool!
Next, we are going to attempt a picking attack, though certainly not a traditional one. We discussed it upstairs, but...
Wait, does that work for all deadbolts? Probably? That's so crazy. I didn't think you could pick a deadbolt like
what
that.
I'm going to do is attempt to slip this between the door and
no,
the
not at all.
so we can tension the upper core. Pushing this in will do damage to the door. However, I don't think it'll be a lot of damage, and I don't think it'll be very noticeable because it'll be on the bottom.
Just for this lock.
I will show you the damage after we're done. The hard part will be getting this into position, so let's do that now.
Oh, he's sliding it under the lock.
I am pushing the tool against the door so it doesn't deform.
Gotta jiggle
I
it.
might have it, but the only way to be sure is to pull on these pliers and see if the pins are binding. There we go. Click out of 1. Little click on 2. Nothing on 3. Little click on 4. Little click on 5.
I feel like I'm at my dentist. I don't know. Maybe it's his voice. But he's like, yep, we got something on molar 4. We got a little pressure. You're just gonna
1, 2. Another click on 3. Click on 4. Nothing on 5.
It's his voice, yeah.
I don't feel anything else. Let's see if we have this open.
Whoa!
Okay, now let's work on the older lock. Once again, I discussed the theory of what we're going to be doing while we were upstairs. However, it's a little bit harder in practice. First, we need to lock it. Okay, I'm going to use this pick to lift all the pins to their highest position.
Okay. Okay.
And when I release these...
So he put that in there to put all the pins up as high as they could go. So now the pins are up.
I'm going to be tapping on the housing with this mallet.
Why?
It allows for a little bit more control as the pins come down, and it increases the chances of success from about 1 in every 10 times to 1 in every 2 or 3.
Whoa, that increases a lot.
I think we've got it. Okay, folks, let's bring all this stuff back upstairs. I will show you the damage underneath. We will sum everything up.
How did that work?
Okay, folks, we are back upstairs, and I'm going to briefly address how to fix each of the exploits I demonstrated. But first, let's take a look at the damage to the door.
Okay.
It's certainly noticeable once the lock is removed, though much of the damage is covered by the lock, and the part that isn't is probably obscured because it's underneath the bulky housing. Frankly, even if I saw that, I'd probably attribute it to sloppy installation and not to an attack. While we're looking...
I would not have noticed that at all. Someone could break into my house and I would be like, did I leave the door open? Yeah, probably. That sounds like me. There's no way I'd notice a couple discolorations around the lock.
Looking at the door, note that Shane welded both of the hinge pins, probably to stop me from popping the pins and declaring victory. And I've got to say, he did the right thing, because I definitely would have done that.
You would have cheated.
Moving on to the locks, the issue with the first lock can be fixed easily by decreasing the angle of the fins so there's no slope for them to rest on. Frankly, a reverse rake would probably be advisable. With the second lock, the first exploit can be fixed with a slight modification to this moving tailpiece, reclocking that cutout by about 45 degrees. There are about a dozen ways to fix the picking exploit and deny access to the back of the lock, but when I told Shane about it, he precision machined a back cover.
Oh, wow.
Which is probably the most expensive solution, but certainly one that works. So, I hope you all enjoyed this. Shane, excellent work on these locks, and thank you so much for sending them my way. To everyone else, that's all I have for you today. If you do have any questions or comments about this, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day. Thank you.
Okay, I have no idea what the hell just happened. That was like magic. I probably should not have started to learn about lockpicking with the most unpickable, unbreakable lock ever. That was my bad. That was my bad. I thought it would be easy for some reason. I was like, how hard can this be? I'm getting the mallet. If you check out some of his more basic locks, you can get an idea of how to start. In my opinion, Skyrim picking is really bad simulation of what lock picking is like. That's, yeah, equivalent of starting a physics degree with quantum. Yeah, how hard could it be? How hard could it be? Stim, I sent you some of his best videos. Did you? Getting in my ex-girlfriend's back door. Okay. Let's watch this one. Thank you, Fel, for the recommendation. April Fool's video by LockPickingLawyer. Let's see.
It's the Lockpicking Lawyer, and on this channel I've demonstrated how to penetrate some of the most secure equipment out there, usually using some very simple tools. But it's almost always done right here on my desk. It's a controlled environment that might not be equivalent to field conditions.
Right.
So today I'm taking you on the road with me. You see, I just got a call from my ex-girlfriend who's having a problem. Her new boyfriend is apparently having trouble getting in her back door. It's really tight, and she told him to stop trying.
Oh my God. What is this video?
Because all he was doing was pushing really hard, and she was afraid something would break. But she remembered that when we were dating, I used to go in through her back door all the time.
Stop it!
This is a picture of her back door. She just sent it to me, and I don't see any reason why this should be a problem. Frankly, it looks looser than it was back when we were dating. So, while her boyfriend's at work, she asked me to come over and see if I could help loosen things up. I, of course, agreed, so long as I could get it on video and share it on this channel. So, Let's drive over and see if we can get in our back door without breaking anything.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, here we are,
see.
and I have to say that my ex-girlfriend's back door is far dirtier than it ever used to be back when we were dating.
Stop!
It seems to have been neglected pretty badly, but I'm actually glad to find it this way. So you can see why I always keep baby wipes handy whenever I do anything like this. So let's get one out and wipe all of this brown residue away.
Okay. Cleaned in the back door. Bro, what?
Okay, this is pretty dirty. It might be a 2-wipe job.
Shut up! Really? Okay.
Okay, now that we have the outside just a little bit cleaner, it's time to flush out the inside as well. And because we need to lubricate this anyway,
Please. 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 I always lubricate the back door. Life advice from the lock-picking lawyer.
we're going to flush out the main opening with a good bit of lube. We just need to be sure to keep a towel underneath that opening so we don't make a mess.
This is so unnecessary.
Here it makes a lot of sense to be generous with that lubricant. Back doors tend to be neglected, so you can't have too much. Okay, we are almost ready, but before I go any further, I need to put on some rubber for my own protection.
Good Lord, please save me. Good Lord.
Now, depending on
all protectioned up. I can see every frame of that eye roll.
various factors, I should note that the opening could be in an awkward position. And all I have to say about that is deal with it. It's not uncommon, especially when you're going in through the back door. Now, I can't just shove in my tool. I need to be very gentle and wiggle things into position if I'm going to stand any chance of getting in.
Okay. Wow, that was fast.
I think we're there. All it needs now is a firm shove, and we are in. Now, you need to understand that just because I got in her back door doesn't mean that her boyfriend will be able to as well. So I need to spend some time working it in and loosening it up. But I'm going to do that off camera, so that's all I have for you today. If you do have any questions or comments about this, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe and have a great April 1st.
This was so unexpected. After the first video, how technical it was, I was not expecting this. Oh my god, that is so funny. Go to the comments, read the comments. Oh my god, that is so funny. I thought this was gonna be technical. Imagine laying in bed and hearing this is the lock-picking lawyer from outside your house. I don't... Happy April 1st, everyone. To see some of my past April 1st videos that follow this genre, follow the links and have fun. How to film my wife's beaver. My 18-inch long Johnson. What does this have to do with lockpicking? Getting in my ex-girlfriend's back door. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Getting into my wife's beaver. What's a beaver? Is that like a car? Manipulating my tiny car. Okay. So, I drastically underestimated the amount of innuendo that would be present. This is me. I drastically underestimated this video. The fact that he opened that door quicker with his tools than I can with the right key is frightening. That's true. Oh my god, that's actually true. He actually opened that lock so fast, faster than me with a key. Oh, okay. I imagine his girlfriend sitting scared on the other side of the door with a knife, crying like Wendy Torrance from The Shining when he calmly explains what he's doing to lockpick the door. Oh my god, that's funny. Man, when you want to just be inappropriate, but you don't want to get demonetized. You should watch a random couple of his shorter videos. Okay, let's watch a couple more shorter ones. Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
This is the lockpicking.
I'm a girl. I see Ben and Jerry's ice cream and I like it. We're gonna watch it, okay? The ice cream lock. This is a good one? Okay.
Lawyer, and today I'm going to attempt one of the most dangerous things ever caught on camera. I'm going to get between my wife and a pint of her favorite ice cream, and we're going to...
If it's cookie dough, she has good taste.
...to do it with this, a Ben & Jerry's Euphoria lock. It's a plastic 3-digit combination lock specifically designed to secure a pint of ice cream.
Oh.
Now, this is a lock that is incredibly easy to decode. In fact, I don't recall ever seeing a combination lock with gates that were so easy to locate by feel. But that's actually perfect for what I have in mind.
Is that a real lock that Ben & Jerry's sells as a gag gift? Because that's really funny if it is.
You see, I've always wanted to get Mrs. Lockpicking Lawyer interested in non-destructive entry methods.
It is?
And this combines a beginner lock
product?
with a really nice incentive to learn. So what I'm going to do is lock up a pint of her favorite ice cream,
vanilla
Ben &
caramel
Jerry's
fudge.
Vanilla Caramel Fudge, put it in the freezer, and when she finds it, hopefully I'll be able to convince her to join me on camera, and I will teach her how to open this.
Not gonna lie, I'd be so fucking mad if I wanted my ice cream and it was locked. I would be so mad. I would get a knife and I would get a knife and like cut it open. Not murder, cut it open. I'd do this to you just for the laughs. Don't mess with a girl and her ice cream.
Up. So, off this goes to the freezer, and I will update you.
I'm terribly sorry, but there is no you in my pint. Oh my god, it's awful.
Soon.
The next day, okay.
Okay, folks, I really should have known better. I came home today to find my wife standing next to the refrigerator, looking like the cat that ate the canary. So I opened up the freezer and I found this.
A girl after my own heart. I would do the exact same thing. I would do the exact same thing. You are not getting between me and my ice cream, bitch.
So it seems that the lessons of the day come courtesy of Mrs. Lockpicking Lawyer, who reminds us all, first, that security is only as good as its weakest link.
It's true.
And second, that no man should ever get between his wife and her ice cream. In any case, that's all I have for you today.
He's not even gonna pick it.
If you do have any questions or comments about this, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day.
That is so funny. He's not even gonna pick it. Man, oh my god, his videos are so funny. What the heck? If you want to live, don't. Work smarter, not harder. That's true. You don't have to follow the rules, chat. You can make your own rules. All right, the locksmith says my videos are BS. Okay.
And I just received a written challenge in the mail that I can't do justice without sharing in its entirety. It reads, Dear Lockpicking Lawyer, I'm throwing down the gauntlet. I recently lost the key to my kryptonite bike lock / chain while far from home. I called a locksmith to open it. When he arrived, I asked if he could pick the lock since I have another key at home and didn't want the lock destroyed. He said my lock couldn't be picked, but when I said I had seen it done on YouTube, I got a strong reaction. The locksmith became visibly irritated and told me he had been picking locks for over 25 years, and he was sick and tired of people watching fake.
I'm sick and tired of these kids watching fake lockpicking videos on YouTube. I feel for this guy. He's just an old boomer. He's so sick of it.
Lockpicking videos and expecting him to magically open locks in 2 seconds. When I asked if he had seen the Lockpicking Lawyer, he roughly dropped his tool bag and told me you're the worst offender and your videos are complete BS.
Oh, throwing down.
After talking about lockpicking videos for a few minutes, he told me he was willing to put his money where his mouth is. Here is the challenge to you. The locksmith said I could send you the remains of my bike lock in a sealed package, and if you could open the package on video and pick the lock faster than he could open it with a grinder, he would refund the $75 he charged me for the job.
Okay.
We timed him cutting my lock. It took 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Are you up for the challenge? Will you defend your name? I'll be watching your channel and hoping. Kindest regards, Malcolm M. Okay, we'll take a look at the lock in just a moment, but before I do that, I want to say a few words about locksmiths and expectations.
Oh,
Malcolm
okay.
says there's a kryptonite lock in here, which probably means a disk detainer core. While I'm sure there are some locksmiths out there who could pick it open probably quite quickly, the skills and tools required to open disk detainer cores are generally not part of the average American locksmith's repertoire. So, I certainly wouldn't fault a locksmith for being unable to pick a kryptonite bike lock. That said...
Wait, this is a bike lock? I totally zoned out. This is a bike lock? I thought bike locks were easy to pick. It's making it sound like it's really hard to pick.
Let's open up the package and see if we can pick the lock.
Oh, they're that good? Most lockpicks don't even have tools to open them, he said. Kryptonite is a famous brand of bike locks known for being hard to pick. Oh, okay. I guess if you have if you have like a sledgehammer though or something, you could just like break it probably. Or a grinder like this guy had, the other lockpick had.
Okay, this certainly is a kryptonite lock. It's one of their evolutions. And it looks like it has the old version of disk detainer core.
I just walk up to a bike with a sledgehammer. So inconspicuous. No one will know what I'm doing here. They'll never know.
So let me get my disk detainer pin.
Or my grinder.
And we will use a timer to keep track of things. Okay.
They'll never know it was me.
We can get this open.
Oh, he is fast. Okay. What? What's he doing? I've never seen this tool before. Is he a wizard?
28 seconds. Okay, folks, as you saw, beating 2 minutes and 14 seconds did not pose a significant challenge. In fact, I suspect it's far less of a challenge than Malcolm will have trying to get his money back from the locksmith.
28 seconds.
In any case,
wow.
That's all I have for you today. If you do have any questions or comments about this, please put them below.
My bike isn't safe! From the lockpicking lawyer. I mean, I wonder how many bike thieves have like a special custom lockpicker, but like, just like that, he stole your bike. I'm pretty sure that's his own self-made tool that only he sells. Dang.
If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day. Thank you.
What's the point of locks? That's it. I'm not locking anything anymore. Nothing's safe anyways. Because of the lockpicking lawyer, I chose not to ever use locks again. That's my takeaway from this video. Locks are made for keeping honest people honest. He has so many lock test videos that are like 2 minutes for the whole video. That's crazy. Steve, at least one of your locks is just a brick. Hey, I replaced the brick with a proper lock. I want to see him open. Does he have a video of opening like those locks that have like a key code? I always wondered, how do you open? Oh, right here. Oh my God, I'm stupid. It's 2 weeks ago. I wonder how you do that. Is there, let's see. Sentry safe open with a coat hanger. Key code ones are use feeling. I feel like the key code makes me feel safe because it makes me feel like I'm like high tech, you know? Did you replace the brick with a cinder block? I replaced the brick with an actual proper lock and deadbolt, which now I don't feel very confident about.
This is the lockpicking lawyer, and
How do you pick this with a coat hanger? What? That's like what I feel like they do in the movies.
I just got back from a trip to Home Depot. I'll admit I wasn't expecting much when I dropped this Sentry safe into my cart. I figured I could probably pick it open, but I was not expecting there to be a hole in the door through which I could literally stick a wire and unlock it. There's actually 3 holes where these 3 little lights come through.
Okay.
The lights are attached to a circuit board on the inside of the safe, and that circuit board is held in place with a sponge. So we can just push these lights out of the way and make room for this little bit of coat hanger that I'll use to unlock the safe. Let me show you how that's done. I'm going to push this little green LED through.
Wait, what?
Then I'm going to position this wire so I can reach the solenoid.
When he said push the lights through, I didn't think he meant actually push the light out.
Okay, you can see it's currently locked. I'm going to turn this wire and it is unlocked.
What?
Okay, Let's turn this around and I'll show you exactly what's going on inside
What
the safe.
the heck? How is it so easy?
We have
What?
3 screws to take the back of
Brother, what? What do you
the door off.
I don't know, I thought it was like a lockpicking term. Push them through. That's nuts. I gotta see this. I've seen him pick a gun lock with a gum wrapper, no joke. With the wrapper?
Okay, here we have our high security sponge. You can see that green LED that I pushed out of the way. And all I did was reach through this hole and push down on this solenoid, which allows the bolts to retract.
That's all it takes is to push down?
There's more than a few problems here. The most obvious one.
What? That's their lock? You just have to push down on that one thing? That's nuts. Wow.
Are you shouldn't have easily accessible holes in the door, and securing critical components with a sponge is a problem as well. But what should also be obvious is that this safe is a product to avoid. In any case, that's all I have for you today. If you do have any questions or comments about this, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe.
I'm starting to think locks are a scam. I'm starting to think they make locks look super formidable, but they're actually don't do much.
And as always, have a nice day. Thank you.
It's like the marketing of the lock makes you think it's safe, but it's actually not. Locks are only there to deter the honest thieves. Security theater. Yeah, security theater. That's a good way of putting it. Where's the gun? Wow, gum wrapper one. Lego astronaut? What? How do you unlock something with a Lego guy? Okay, I need to see this one. How I could do this. I have a Lego guy. This was hilarious. Locks are meant to look harder than they are to pick, just to deter people via bluff. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I didn't know that. I just put all my faith in media and propaganda, lock propaganda.
This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and today I'm going to show you the least secure gun lock that I've ever seen. It's made by a company called Rustful, and it serves...
Oh, he even tells you the company? He puts the companies on blast? I guess that's good so people know not to buy those locks.
As a fine example of why those who don't understand guns should not design gun locks. Here's how it's supposed to work. What you do is screw this gun rack to a wall. You then insert this portion of it into the magazine well of an AR-15.
Okay.
You can then take the included cable lock, thread it through the back.
He's been given many cease and desists by lock companies. I guess that makes sense.
Back of the rack, through the trigger
They must be
guard,
so pissed when they see the Lockpicking Lawyer put a new video out.
Let's follow those instructions. We're going to put this into the magazine well, take our cable.
Okay.
And I should note there's not enough cable to wrap all the way around the gun, and because the magazine well is blocked, we can't go through the receiver. So let's go through the trigger guard, lock it up, and according to the Amazon listing, this is sufficient to secure the gun from both children and thieves. So why did I say this is such a bad design? First, there is absolutely nothing to stop this gun from being loaded and fired while locked. You can either load it through the ejection port.
Oh my god, that's true! So you still load and fire the gun? Okay, I don't think it's safe from children then. I don't think this is safe for children then.
You can just lift the whole gun off of the rack and insert a full magazine.
Oh
you obviously would not be able to aim it well, but there's nothing that stops it from firing.
Wow, okay.
Even worse, the designer of this lock apparently didn't realize that the trigger guard is designed to fold down to facilitate the use of gloves in cold weather.
Oh no, can you just take it off?
The intended tool to do that is the tip of a cartridge. But just to drive home the point of how dangerous this is, we're going to use my 8-year-old son's Lego astronaut. All we do is push down on this little detent, and the trigger guard will fold down.
No way.
And we can remove the gun from the lock. So, it should be very clear. This is a product that provides absolutely no safety or security.
You don't even have to pick the lock. You can just take it off. You can just take it off.
And it should obviously be avoided. In any case, that's all I have for you today. If you do have any questions or comments about this, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe.
That's nuts.
And as always, have a nice day.
That's nuts. Did the person who designed this lock never even look at guns or know how they work? Oh my god, that's nuts. Okay, let's do one more. A Lego gun is more secure than this lock? That's crazy. Oh yeah, the clothing tag. I was saying this is useful for the times that you buy clothing and they forget to take the tags off. Not for other times ever. Only when you buy clothing. This could be useful. Removing inventory control tags fast.
Lawyer, and today we're going to talk about a security device that I'm called upon.
I actually want to know how to do this because I have bought clothes and they ship them with the tag on them and it's like ruined. You can't wear them. I couldn't figure out how to get it off without ripping the clothes. Without their little machine thingy.
To defeat with some frequency. It
sure,
seems that every couple of months, my wife or I come home from the clothing store to find one of these inventory control tags still attached to the garment.
Happens!
My wife is usually the victim, probably because she buys a lot more, but today it happened to me. Now, if you search on YouTube, you will find dozens
kind of looks like a Tide Pod, doesn't it? This will be handy next time I buy clothing, right?
of removal techniques, the most common of which is burning it off. But if you mess up, these little vials of ink will break and the garment is destroyed.
Oh, what?
Fortunately, there is a fast and easy way to remove these if you want to avoid a trip back to the store. It only takes a few moments and all you need is a powerful magnet. Simply hold the magnet to the bulging portion of the tag while squeezing the two halves together.
Hold the
As you can see,
magnet
it
to the
comes
bulge.
right off. The
Wait,
mechanism inside is very simple. It's just a spring-loaded plunger that locks onto this serrated pin. In fact, if I put the magnet on it, we can hear that plunger going back and forth. Let's lock it on one more time.
I just need a magnet.
You can see that's
so easy.
And we got it off. So, next time the store forgets to remove its tag, now you know how to do it yourself and avoid driving back.
1 second, let me go on Amazon and look at big, high-powered magnets. For no reason at all. Not related to this video.
In any case, that's all I have for you today. If you do have any questions or comments about this, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day.
That's my streamer. Sorry guys, no model today. I bought an industrial magnet and it wrecked my phone. Wait, do magnets wreck your phone? That's good to know ahead of time if they do. They can? Oh, that's good. Thanks, DK. I want a magnet so strong it pulls the iron out of my blood. I wonder if they make those. Probably in a lab somewhere. People who bought big, high-powered magnet also bought ski mask, crowbar, gloves, and a painting tarp. No, they don't, Stim. How do you know, though? Do we really know anything or just what's told to us, Jolo? Anyways, that was a fun day. What's the tarp for, Stim? Hey, I've seen Dexter. Exactly.